We're back with more Money on Main Street. And now we give you a chance to hear advice from a prominent business leader in our community. Today we have Jim Nemley joining us for our CEO Sit Down. He's a licensed professional business coach who has coached hundreds of entrepreneurs. Welcome to our program, Jim.
Thanks for having me, Giovanna.
All right, so today we want to talk about time management, and I know that you actually teach workshops on this.
Yes, I do.
So talk to me about what's the difference between urgent versus important and determining that.
Well, if I have a goal, and I have a goal set for things that I have to accomplish in a time frame in which to do it, that's what's important. What's important to me is accomplishing those goals. Now, somebody comes to me and they say, Jim, I really need to get this done. Can you give me a hand with this? That's an urgent request. The problem is if I help that person with their urgent request, I'm helping them to accomplish what's important to them by putting aside what's important to me.
So how do you nicely, creatively tell them, listen, I have some things that are urgent that I have to accomplish without making them feel like they're being slighted?
The way to go about doing that is, first and foremost, I have to really gauge whether or not I can help this person out and still meet my goal. If I can't do that, I have to let them know, listen, as soon as I get this accomplished, I will then jump in there and help you get done what you need to get done. The key thing here is to recognize how to prioritize. Are you going to be able to accomplish what you need to accomplish in a timely fashion?
Now, I've read some advice that says that the first 30 minutes of every day you need to spend planning out your day before you do anything else.
I'll tell you what, I have people that I teach journaling, all right? And they're journaling the day before they're laying out their morning. All right.
So you recommend the day before, the night before?
The night before, in their journal, they're laying out what they're looking to accomplish. But now, here's the problem with setting up to-do lists. To-do list means you need to do them and not to set them aside. If at the end of the day, your to-do list is still sitting there and you're now adding that to the next day's to-do list, then you didn't do anything.
Now, talk to me about that 80-20 rule, Pareto's principle.
Pareto's principle. 80% of what you achieve comes by 20% of what you actually do. And that's important to understand. If 80% of my accomplishments are done by 20% of what I do, then I'm going to start focusing in on what I do, so in that 80% will be a greater range of accomplishments. It's about triggering my little reticular activating system. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Tricks about that is your focus. Your focus. If you stay focused, you'll find that people who succeed are people who are also able to maintain their focus. If you're able to maintain your focus in getting things done, you will always achieve.
Okay, but in a multitasking world, how do you retain that focus?
Let me tell you what's funny about multitasking. People talk about multitasking all the time. I don't believe in multitasking, and I'll tell you why. If I can't give myself 100% to the task that's at hand, how can I get it accomplished with 20%? Am I really getting it done the right way?
How do you retrain yourself? Tips.
I retrain myself by learning how to focus, set time for myself to get things accomplished.
Deadlines?
Deadlines. I have to give myself deadlines on accomplishing things. What that does, when I set a deadline, it's causing me to focus more sharply on what I'm doing. When I don't have a deadline that I've set, even if I set it myself, I don't have that deadline, my mind will meander on a dozen other things. I need to focus. Once I train myself to focus on my work, it'll get accomplished.
All right, great, because we only have 24 hours in every day.
In every day, and if you're not doing something right in that 24 hours, forget about it. We're all given the same 24 hours.
All right, thanks for joining us, Jim.